I am on my new favorite beach in the world. It's the island of, I think it's called Española. Woo, the flies are the only thing that bug me on this beach, you can see. But well, look at this. There's no sign of mankind. There are no other people. We came in our boat. Look at, you can't see the color of the water. There's our boat out there. And we went kayaking and snorkeling. I mean, this is an absolute paradise. So we're on a couples trip, and on the boat today I led a discussion, and I want to invite you to do these 3 things. And please do this. So pause the video each time and spend some time thinking and writing. So number 1, I asked everyone to write down what you love about your marriage, and give that some thought. Give it a lot of thought. And if your marriage is in a place where you can do this, have your spouse do it too. And then share with each other. Just you write it down individually, write down what you love about your marriage, and then share it with your spouse. And I think we need to think about that more often, we need to write about that more often, and we need to share it with our spouse more often. It was awesome. It was powerful. It was powerful for me to hear that from my sweetheart, what she loves about our marriage, and for me to share with her what I love about our marriage. And it's important that you and I are constantly thinking about what we love about our marriages. Because if not, it's really easy to think about what we don't like. It's really easy to focus on what's not going right, what's wrong. And I mean, so many things could be amazing. And yet if we're not careful, we get focusing on the things that annoy us or bother us or bug us, and you can lose perspective and think that everything's bad, right? Which is not the case. So that's number 1. So pause the video, write that down. If if your marriage is in a place where you can do it with your spouse, have your spouse do it too, and then just share it with each other. And then number 2, I want you to. This is the second thing we did. I want you to write down what you think your spouse needs most from you right now. Like, what's the number 1 thing your spouse needs? Because we all have human needs, right? All of us have human needs, and those have to be met. If they're not being met, man, we feel empty. We feel like we're dying inside. We feel desperate and starved, and oh man, life is a struggle when our needs are not being met. We have specific needs inside of our marriage. I've addressed this in other videos. But I want you to write that down. What's the number 1 need you think your spouse needs from you? And then write down, so switch, right? Then you write down the number 1 thing you need from your spouse. Again, if your marriage is in a place where you can do this and you can talk to your spouse about it, ask them to do the same thing and have them, compare notes. Basically, you do both sides and compare notes, right? So I write down what I think my wife needs most from me, and she writes down what she needs most from me, and we compare. And then I write down what I need most from her, and she writes down what she thinks I need most from her. And then we compare notes, right? And it was super insightful. Even after Rachel and I have done this many times, and we've done it with others, it was still insightful to do it again today, right? And to talk about it. It was really powerful. And so that's number 2. So do that. Pause the video, make time to do that, and just get clear about meeting your needs. And if we have an attitude of giving and receiving, so I give to my spouse and I receive from her, and she gives to me and receives from me, but my focus is on giving, right? I need to receive as well, but my focus is on giving. Then, man, it's so powerful. We can live and operate in this beautiful relationship that's so fulfilling and so satisfying if we're giving and receiving. So then the 3rd thing I want you to do is to just ask yourself, if you were going to really level up, and this has to be from you, it can't be about your spouse. If you were going to seriously up-level your marriage, what's 1 thing you have to do? Oh man, the bugs are all over. Here's why, because look at all these seals. See all these seals just laying on the beach? They're just napping. We'll walk right through them. But what's the 1 thing that you have to do, that you want to do to seriously level up your mind. And I'm talking like massive action. What's the major change? Maybe it's been a mindset that maybe you had a fixed mindset and it's been holding your marriage back. Check this out. This is awesome. Maybe it's been an attitude. Maybe you've had a fixed attitude or a bad attitude about something. Hey guys, like I started to disturb the nap here, the video. Maybe it's been procrastination. Maybe it's been laziness. Maybe it's been lack of being productive and effective and efficient. Or maybe it's your spouse has been asking you to clean the garage or organize your office or your desk or do something in the bedroom and you haven't done it. What is it? What's the thing that you can do? And maybe it's like, maybe you've neglected something. Maybe you've neglected your health. Maybe you've neglected your finances. Maybe you haven't been doing the budgeting, right? Look at these. This is so awesome. I'm walking right in the middle of them, making a video. Hope one pops up and bites it. Look at this. This is amazing. This is so cool. Maybe you need to level up your financial game, your income. Maybe it's too much. Maybe your spouse has been telling you for years, like, hey, you work too much. You give more time to family. Give more time to me. Maybe it's taking time off. Maybe it's taking big trips, creating more memories. Maybe it's offering more support or encouragement or love. Maybe you've struggled expressing your love in words or deeds, and it's time to level up. Maybe you've been neglecting your spouse's love language. Whatever it is, like, you just think through that really carefully and just say, if I was gonna seriously level up my marriage this year, what would that be? And write that down. Share it with us. In fact, share it in the comment section of this video. Share some of these things. In fact, you can share some of the answers to all of them if you want. We'd love to share because it's inspiring to hear. Sometimes when we hear from other people, that's why we share it in the group discussion. When we hear from other people, it sparks ideas for the rest of us. So share your ideas, share that thing, and then commit to it, to really level up and take your marriage to the next level. Love you guys. Go make it happen. Reach upward.